Hi everybody, this is Miracle Exist Tarot channel, and today I will read about a very powerful man who in a village or in a city, very powerful, everybody knows him, and the entire city look at him like if he would be Jesus Christ, okay? This is a man who seems to have a very good reputation, helping lots of businesses, charities, whatever. And this is the person who knows lots of high society people, like highly educated people, like lawyers, like judges, like this type of people, okay? And nobody knows that his wealth is coming from major crimes, committing major crimes, abusing, destroying, even unaliving other human beings. He built his entire wealth. He built his entire everything what he has. I mean, everything, absolutely everything is coming from criminal activity. He built in a Christian church where he has access to lots of material that he used in his crime. I talk about here women and youngsters. Okay, this man been doing this for a while. When he picked up on a high priestess and wanted to use the same method to destroy this high priestess, like he and his wife destroyed hundreds and thousands of people. Maybe not thousands, but hundreds, that's for sure. Usually these people get in situation that they lose their credibility, like they will be judged innocently, guilty of different crimes, and they go to prison, or they will, well, doesn't matter if they're normal, on paper they will lose their mind. So they will be locked up. Or some cases, this reverse emperor has an escort service that has serving a Luciferian movement. I'm not going to say more about this, but we talk about here spiritual energy harvesting, ritual energy harvesting through sex or intimacy, okay? Also, he's involved in child trafficking, organ trafficking, military weapon trafficking, and this is an entire criminal organization he's involved in, and this local community does not even know. I mean, he has a job where he has few thousand euros worth of salary. With that salary, it's impossible to live this lifestyle he's living, okay? Right. Now, she, her wife knows exactly what's going on. I think her wife is the biggest criminal than him. He is covering for his wife. They are more than 50 years old now. I pick up on that. Okay, let me see what energies the cards are showing. Yeah, this is somebody maybe who's a Mason, but I'm not sure. Okay, it can be other secret society also. Me talk about his secret knowledge. That's he has. You need to understand this is a dark secret knowledge. These people manifest in a dark way that does not work on a 5D earth anymore. Okay. This man was involved in all this crime, and not just him, but his wife. They are more than 50 years. I mean, they are around, maybe the guy is younger than a woman. The guy is around 55, 56, and the woman is around 60, 62. This is a criminal organization, extremely well designed. And if somebody wants to give out some information about this, they destroy that person. And this guy made a mistake to come against, where it comes out an earth angel, but very, I mean, the high priestess came out, the empress and an earth angel card together. Okay, so this is somebody who's extremely abundant, extremely powerful in a spiritual realm. Maybe not that powerful in this physical realm we live in, and that's why these reverse emperor dared to attack this person, targeted. And what he does is looking for extremely abundant, especially women, but men also can come, or children, spiritually abundant people, and after destroy their life until they get in a position they would even sell their own soul for a piece of bread. But for that, they make them go down in a society ladder so much that they won't even have the basic necessities that to live with. Okay. And when they get on this level, he suddenly appears like a messiah, and wants to save them. But the price of that is the soul, the spiritual gift, the spiritual capacities, and he does not satisfy himself with that. After, when he takes all that, after a while, he takes the physical life of these people, because if not, he's afraid later on they will speak up, or somehow will come out how he stole the property of these people. I mean, he's not alone. His wife is knowing all these things. They're doing it together. Okay. So both of them has people they know in a social service, child protection, the tribunal, they know procurers, they know governmental people, everywhere in army, in law enforcement system. They know important people everywhere who backs them up in this criminal organization. And they not necessarily criminals, these people who's helping this guy and this woman, because this couple is extremely deceptive. They make themselves look like extremely successful, blessed in Christian terms, and very good Christians, to have a family that is spotless. Everything is perfect and spotless and happy and everything. The man has woman on his side, not because he likes women. Actually, he likes men, but he does not want this out in a public knowledge. But he used this woman and make lots of children with. I mean, if you look at this guy, he has in many countries hundreds of women and hundreds of children. I mean, okay, maybe not hundreds, but 50, that's for sure. Somehow with his job, well, now maybe he lost his job, but before the job he had, He was traveling in different countries, and each country he had wives, children's, and these wives usually became a point of criminal activities flowing through when he's not there. Okay, so everywhere he's connected to churches. So outside, people wouldn't even think that an impeccable Christian person capable to do horrors like that. Okay. Now, this high priestess does not want to go down. This is a long story. I've been reading about this the last 1 year. Before I stopped for, I had a break on this channel. And before I did this break for almost a year, I was reading about these attacks he was doing on this high priestess with his wife continuously for the wealth, spiritual wealth, and a certain heritage, because this person came from a very rich French family, and he didn't know that. He thought it's a foreigner. She's a foreigner. She's not French, so he can destroy her. Nobody will notice it. And they pushed this woman in a divorce with her husband, so she would be totally alone. He manipulated the justice system with the ex-husband to steal her children, and manipulated absolutely everybody and everything that was in a favor of this woman to survive in the country that she didn't know. And this is why I'm telling all this, because this is a typical method he used with many women, not just this one. What is happening through 2 or 3 years, they build down the woman so much that she will be in total and entire control of this reverse emperor. Yeah, we have here the justice and completeness. Okay, so there was an investigation done on this guy and a woman that is completed. In reality, there should be done investigation not just in that country where they live, but other countries, because both of them did commit. I mean, this is a network, an international network, what they build up, what they part of it actually, because they are not the head of it. Actually, this network has not really had. Energetically, I can see many. Energetically, I see many criminal, well, call it big bosses, also like in white powder, organ trafficking, child trafficking, sex trafficking, call it as you want, all connected, and go through this guy and this woman, this couple, and somehow running into other countries where this guy has wives in different names, different passports, different ID cards, and children, and somehow these wives are responsible for money laundering and for all these criminal lines, putting together and reorientating it to this guy, okay, who received it in a country where he permanently lives with his real wife. Actually, he married on his real name. So this is the download I got, and that's what I will channel on and read on now. What it comes out that the justice system in a country where he lives did an investigation on this person, and this investigation is arriving in completeness. And oops, somebody is really pissed off. That's why my cards are flying like that. Somebody is really impatient. Yeah, what I get, this guy and this woman is smiling, putting up holiday photos, you know, church photos, keeping up these appearances that they are untouchable. they are good citizens when it's not the case. Why everything is collapsing in the background? That's what I can see. The source is showing me like a huge canvas with a beautiful sightsee, like beautiful, or a beautiful family and on a beach having a holiday. And behind this canvas there is the house that is burning down. Everything is in total chaos and collapsing. That's the picture that my spirit guides is giving me about the life of these couples. And yeah, skill and perseverance. Okay, this is the problem with this high priestess. They are unable, they're not capable to take down this high priestess. We have here the skill and perseverance. This is a very highly skilled high priestess with lots of resistance and stamina. And this guy showing up this high priestess with lies that she can't manifest, she's poor, she's starving, she's this and that, which is true. But he does not tell people that he practically blocked absolutely every possibilities that this high priestess could access to her manifestation that she's already created in a spiritual realm. It practically can't come down because this guy acting as a gatekeeper and takes everything away from this high priestess. I mean, they manipulating not just spiritually, but legally, socially. I mean, a social service involved, the legal system in many levels involved. I mean, this guy tried to get this high priestess in prison, tried to get this high priestess in a mental health institute, tried to get this high priestess on a street. I mean, all the internet activities are blocked for the high priestess. It is impossible to earn any type of any kind of money. All her letters are redirected on a different address. Actually, is going to one of his girlfriend or boyfriend, or maybe both living in the same address. And also, what I can see energetically, all the financial governmental help are blocked. So she does not even can obtain anything because everything is blocked, everything illegally blocked. So if somebody look into this situation, they can see that everything is blocked illegally. This is not legal blockages. This is people who knows this guy or knows the woman and helping, they're giving them a helping hand to block the dossier for example, for financial help, or for example, to a job application, for example, in a legal system to obtain some rightful money that belongs to her, or obtain a property, or obtain a place to live, or it's just making totally impossible this individual, this high priestess, to manifest. Even that this is a master manifester, she can't see the manifestation because this couple who knows people in powerful places block everything around them, okay, around her. And this couple did this to many people, not just the high priestess, but the high priestess so far who lasts the longest. Okay. We have here meditation, creation, and wisdom. Yeah. What the other people did not have is a spiritual stamina, a spiritual resistance, and spiritual knowledge, how to destroy those blockages that mentally and psychologically and spiritually this couple build up in the life of this high priestess. Because these high priestess continuously dismantling all what they build up, okay? But unfortunately, she can't get through all of her manifestation in a physical realm because she does not know anybody in that country, okay? But I don't know why Iran is coming up very strongly here. Yeah, they keep artificially this high priestess, a darkness came out in a darkness. I think they want to take many capacities, gifts, even destiny from her, and they can't manage to do it because she's too strong and holding it back. Maybe she has even secret helpers secretly because they know how powerful this man. They don't want to be known. Yeah, they keep darkness and prosperity came out. Somehow this couple had a legal case against this high priestess. She does not know about it, which is strange, because if you have a legal case against somebody, that person should be involved and that person should be on this audition. But she does not even know about it because the darkness and prosperity came out. So this high priestess manifested this prosperity. It's rightfully hers. This couple has nothing to do with this prosperity. But legally, somehow they block it with a darkness. That's mean I can see on darkness a snake. You know, it's like a sliding lice. It's very smooth lice, smooth. How shall I put this? It's an energy. It's a sweet energy. It's a kind energy. Oh, how can you believe her? Look at her. She's nothing. And look at me. I am, for example, if you live in France, I am French. I was born here. I have a high education. I know important people. I am respected member of the community. And what I'm saying is true. What this woman is saying, she is nothing. Her life is destroyed. Her marriage is destroyed. Her children are destroyed. But this couple forget to say it's them who destroyed everything in her life. But they projecting everything on her, that this is a worthless person who has no power, who is just lying. Of course, it's not her who lying, but this couple. But nobody believes this couple is lying because of the circumstances, the big canvas with the perfect life they created, and the community and these important people can see is just a canvas, a mask, and they believe this couple rather than this high priestess. And that's why legally somehow, it's a long story, I don't know if I read about this, but they obtained this prosperity that belongs to the high priestess. They're talking about illegal marriages, illegal birth certificate. They make this high priestess look younger than her real age, mentally unstable, and maybe there is a husband. Maybe this guy is the husband on paper and has the right to handle the wealth, and that's how they got the prosperity. There is many legal blockages, and actually here in France we have many departments, and in the US they have many states. I don't know in other countries how it is, but there are not one legal case against these high priestess, but many all over the country, in different ways, siphoning prosperity or destroying reputation, destroying each possibility that somebody in a higher position would take her seriously, or give her or grant her justice, or at least listen to her, or say that no, she's right, or look into the case, what is going, what she's saying is really true. She's straight away titularized crazy. Right. Okay. There's lots of prosperity signs and lots of birds on the cards. That's yeah. But they took away from this person the human rights and her freedom in a democratic Western country. She's treated like a slave. She's treated, I mean, she's practically living in a prison that is not prison, but she has no possibility to get out of it. Okay? Because they block all manifestations that she manifests to get out. Yeah, that's what source is telling me. Exploration. Okay. They want this high priestess to be afraid of this couple. So she would surrender to them. This couple is a highly narcissistic psychopaths because they believe they above the law. They believe they above God, above source, above universe. They control the universe. They believe they control source. They control the fortune of people. They control the life of people. If somebody does not humble themselves to them, they will destroy them. And maybe that was the case in the past. And yeah, I can hear the guy, excuse me for my expression, but he's saying he's a stubborn bitch. Truth and fairness came out. Death and rebirth. Yeah, this high priestess went through many spiritual deaths, maybe even physically they tried to unalive her. But somehow she comes back always. Well, I won't go through all the cliche, everywhere is tarot readers reading about that. Yeah, they poisoned your food, they did this, they did that, typical targeting shit. Well, she's been through all of that. Okay. Hope, Anuket. This is an Egyptian oracle cards I'm looking at. Understanding. This woman does not afraid to die. That is the problem here for them. Does not want to die, but does not afraid of death. Does not want to, how shall I put this? She doesn't want to die, so she fights, but she do not afraid to die. And that is really important because she does not sell her soul. She does not sell her dignity. She does not sell her body. And this is exactly what they want, because they created an image of her with lies that they want to force her into by putting her into a situation when she has nothing, nobody. So she will do absolutely everything to obey this couple. So finally, they could make into this person that confirms their lies. Okay? So this is the process what they're doing. But the problem is that, as I can hear the guy, that this high priestess is a stubborn bitch. I mean, this high priestess saying, I'm not going to sell you my gifts. I'm not going to sell you my capacities. I'm not going to sell you my soul. I'm not going to sell you my destiny. If you steal it, I fight it, I get it back, and you will have nothing. And I'm getting back my abundance. Each day I will obtain spiritual justice over you, divine justice over you. I go in Al-Kasharic record. I go to the spiritual court. I will press charges against you continuously. And they never seen a stubborn bitch like that. I mean, this high priestess lost everything, and still detached of everything. No, they. I mean, it looks like if she doesn't care, but it's not the case. This is a stubborn faith in Source, that Source will fix this situation. I will come out of this. But if I don't, and if Source does not fix it, it doesn't matter. Then I die. I live, I die. It has no importance, because everything, my life and my death, is in hand of Source. And this is what they don't understand, that Source knows who is this woman. And this is not just a simple human on a street, as they thought she is, but she's coming from a very high level. She's a very high level spiritual soul, highly ranked. It's really rare, this rank. And when they realized what's happening, they didn't stop. They said, oh, really? So she has a high rank. That's mean when we get her destiny, when we get her soul, we will be more rich. We will have more opportunities. We can build, that's what they think, that they can build their criminal business on a higher level to earn more money. So they did not stop when Source showed them who is this woman. And they have resentment. They actually pissed off that that Source does not allow this woman to pass away. And they upset about that she doesn't want to die, because she does not want to commit suicide. She just said, if I die or if I stay alive, it's in hand of Source. It's Source who decide, not me and not my enemies. Right. Actually, she made a contract with Source. She said the inner contract is, if she stays alive during this, targeting process or destroy us, she will be, or during the process also, she will be always faithful to Source, and she will not sell out anything what she got from Source, okay? Including the spiritual knowledge that she has. And Source said, if something goes wrong and you pass away, you will bring out of this earth all the spiritual knowledge, all the spiritual grade, your divine soul, your divine destiny, your gifts, your capacities, and absolutely everything. I give it to you, because I do not trust anybody on earth with this, what I gave you. When you come out of this human life, you will bring them with you, if you don't have the possibility to use it for the sake of humanity. So what's gonna happen? These idiot reptilians, actually geckos, pardon, not reptilians, these, because not many of them not reptilians, but hybrids. These geckos are really hungry, waiting for the high priestess to be fragilized so they can steal everything from her. But what will happen? There will be an supernatural intervention if she has to die. But this is not the plan of Source. If she has to die, nobody ever will get anything spiritually from her or any of her babies. Period. But Source does not want her, because what she has inside of her source put in her genes, and a core of her soul is extremely important for the 5D earth and the golden age. So this woman has to stay alive until the golden age will step into power, because in a golden age, to establish the golden age, she carries many keys that this secret society and this couple who probably belongs to this secret society so desperate to take or steal away from this woman with the method they use on average people. There is no method, yeah, Source is telling me there is no method exists, not in this universe or other universe, that you can get what spiritually this woman has. There's no copycat will do any kind of swap, any kind of stealing, because none of them will receive anything that is important. Exactly, devastation. This is what they will receive. Each time they're trying to do swap, each time they're trying to sacrifice this high priestess, they bring devastation into their life, and they actually dismantling their eternal soul, a higher self, not soul, higher self, if they have any. Because here an entire community support this couple, and many of these human beings are not even human because they don't have any soul, not because they sold it, they were born without any soul. So they are just a programming of the 3D matrix or the phantom matrix. They are not real human beings. Being ordinary, they are extremely triggered. They feel that they are they thought they are superior to this high priestess, and Source is humiliating them spiritually, because evident that they are not on a higher level than a high priestess at all, and they are definitely not superior. Why? The high priestess knows who she is, but she is humble. She never ever discriminate people. But when she sees a narcissistic people like that, but honestly, she doesn't even have to open her mouth. But I pick up on somebody who has a truth-telling mouth, who doesn't afraid of the consequences. That's why Source loves her. And it's triggering this couple because it brings out all the insecurities that behind the mask, behind the canvas, they are ordinary beings. That is nothing wrong with that. But what is wrong when you steal from other people to make yourself look like much more than who you are, and you do not know spiritual authorities. You declare yourself spiritual authorities when you are not. So never declared your spiritual authority, especially not over this high priestess. That you are in a legal system, or you have I don't know how many milliards of euros that you stole from other people, it has no importance. It does not give you spiritual authority over a high-ranked high priestess like her. It's like having a spiritual authority over Source. You do not have that. If you're watching me, this couple watching me. Wallness. This high priestess is wall, totally wall, which is not the case with this couple. They never healed any trauma. They never ever got awakened. They never ascended. They never ever did any spiritual work on themselves. What they call doing spiritual work on themselves is communion with demons, fallen angels, and dark entities. Is to showing all kinds of sacrifices to obtain lust energy, that they call love. They don't even know what is love. They think lust is love. They obtain money and power. That's the three things they're interested in. While lust, money, power, excuse me, what kind of spiritual authority you think you are? You are nothing. Nothing in a spiritual realm. And they know it really well. That's why they pissed off, and they trying to manipulate the system, legal system, the government, the politicians, army, the social workers, the child protection service, everything they manipulating to try to force these lies about the high priestess, that she is like that. They just, I mean, this is totally insane that they have a delusion about this high priestess, and they try to force, by altering her circumstances, this delusional image that the high priestess never was and never will be on a high priestess. This is ridiculous. And because it worked in the past with so many women, men, they want to force it and 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 force it, force it, force it, force it without stop. Because they do not understand with their primitive mind that they can't do it. This is not like the other people in their past who went through all the sacrificial program and they finished underground. They come, I mean, they start the sacrificial program and the high priestess fuck it up middle of it. So they have to restart it. And after the high priestess laugh on it. They can't even finish one part of the sacrificial process on a high priestess because she blew it up. Huh? On top of that, this bitch of high priestess is on a social media teaching others how to blow it up. So there's more and more resistant people who's resisting the sacrificial program they're using on people to obtain their wealth. We have here transformation and protection. Confirmation. I mean, guys, I don't think Source will permit that this woman will die. But I'm telling you one thing. If this woman die, because I pick up on this is a very strong earth angel energy, you need to understand this is a bullshit that angelic souls does not come on earth to train to be an angel. That was the past. That was 100 years ago. I mean, the last 100 years, we have archangels coming down in human body to assure the path of the ascension. These are fully trained archangels, ascended masters. These are not